Coming up in this episode, Catalans chief says there's 2 more signings coming. Young Bronco in the dock over allegations. And Super League interim boss steps down. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel Hell Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and if you want to continue seeing more. So to start today's episode with the news that Davy has stepped down as interim chair of Super League Europe, as he proclaimed a job done mentality. Super League Europe Limited can confirm today that interim chair Davy had stepped down from his role, as had always been planned as part of the governance realignment process, according to the Super League statement. Davy was elected by the Super League board colleagues 2 years ago to lead the organisation through what has proved to be a period of dramatic change within rugby league as a sport and within Super League. Working with the Rugby League Strategic Working Party, he has overseen the establishment of Rugby League's 12-year partnership with IMG and the formation of Rugby League Commercial, a joint venture between Super League Europe and the Rugby Football League, into which all the commercial assets of the sport will be assigned. Mr. Davy said it was difficult to overstate the importance to Rugby League of realignment and the new joint venture. By bringing all the sports assets into one place, it will be far more effective to work with our TV and commercial partners, whilst for the first time ever, we've agreed an overall split of income across the whole sport. Going forward, every pound of income will be shared throughout the sport, ensuring the whole of the rugby league family will benefit from extra pounds generated, meaning we all have a vested interest in its success. In addition to establishing Rugby League Commercial, along with senior colleagues at the RFL and IMG, Davy oversaw the recruitment of its independent chair and board so it can hit the ground running in 2023, from the 2 days from now. In completing the realignment process, the Super League board have also recently approved new articles, with the most significant being the changes seeing the Super League board reduced to 2 independent directors, Peter Hutton and Jonathan Murphy, who will represent the interest of the clubs at the RL Commercial Board. Speaking about his tenure as the interim chair, Mr. Davies said, 2 years ago it was difficult to see the way forward. Now there is an incredible amount of optimism with both Super League and the sport. The fact that virtually every change has received unanimous support speaks volumes for the positive attitude that all the clubs have demonstrated. Of course, there is still major challenges to face, of which the economical environment and the finances are uppermost. Nonetheless, we have established a framework for Super League and the whole sport, which gives everyone the opportunity to succeed and prosper. It has undoubtedly taken longer than was originally envisaged. However, as I step down from the chair, I can safely say, job done. Ken Davy, who took charge of Huddersfield Giants way back in 1996 and has been their chair ever since, was commended by Simon Johnson, the chair of the RFL, who is also a board member of RL Commercial. What he said about Mr. Davy was, the sport owes a debt of gratitude to Ken Davy for the part he has played in the realignment process over the last 2 years. A number of us have been immersed in the complex contract issues, all working towards change we believe necessary for the sport to enjoy a bright future it deserves. Ken's role as interim chair of the Super League Europe has been pivotal in that process, and I thank him for his selflessness and dedicated contribution. So everyone seems positive about Mr. Davy's contribution to the new changes that are coming in and bringing in IMG. Let us see what the long-term effects of those may be, but for now, Davy's done as the chair. We'll see what he does next in Rugby League, whether he goes back to being the chair of Huddersfield Giants, as he has done before, or take a break from Rugby League for a little while. There's a lot that's been done. He deserves one. Next, we move on to the story of Teui TC Robati, after the Broncos' young gun is stood down by the NRL club after being charged with sexual assault following an alleged incident at a Brisbane venue. Brisbane Broncos young gun Teui TC Robati was stood down following the alleged incident involving a woman. On Saturday, the 21-year-old was charged with 1 count of sexual assault following an alleged incident that occurred on December the 21st, 2022. Robati allegedly placed his hand on the female at a Brisbane venue, and the second rower will face court next month due to the incident. The Broncos have since come out and confirmed the report of the incident and also reported the incident to the NRL Integrity Unit as soon as they became aware of the matter. From the club's own website, it said TC Robati has today stood down from all club activities following an alleged incident at a Brisbane venue in December. Robati, 21, will face court next month after being charged last Saturday with 1 count of sexual assault following an alleged incident that took place during the playing group's Christmas leave period. The club have reported the incident to the NRL's Integrity Unit as it became aware of the matter. It is alleged that Robati inappropriately placed his hand on a female. As a response to this, Brisbane Broncos CEO Davy said, "We have accepted TC's position in standing down from all club activities. There is now a legal process in place, and that needs to be respected and adhered to. We fully acknowledge that this is a serious matter, and as a club, we strongly oppose to any situation that involves the intrusion of personal boundaries with members of the public. The board and I will review the matter further following TC's court appearance in January," which was followed up by the statement as the matter is now before the courts, the Broncos will at this stage not be making any further comment, so not to prejudice the proceedings. That was followed up by a statement from the NRL Integrity Unit, which was separate to the Broncos, stating the NRL Integrity Unit has been informed of the matter and is currently liaising with the Broncos. Under the NRL's no-fault policy, and stand-down policy should I say, a player charged with a serious criminal offence which carries a maximum term of 11 years in jail or will be banned from playing or more will be banned from playing until the matter is resolved. The NRL also holds the power to ban a player if alleged offence is committed against a female, but the no-fault threshold is not met. Robati made the Broncos' debut back in round 12 of the 2021 season and has played a total of 10 games for Brisbane in the campaign. He played 7 games last season and is understood to be under contract at Red Hill until 2024. So they seem to have high hopes for the second rower. Hopefully this incident will not take that path away from him if he has done nothing wrong, and wash a young rugby league player's career before it even started. Before we know all the facts and before the outcome of the case, we're not going to comment any further about it. Myself, I mean. We'll have to see how this one plays out. And finally, with the Super League season less than 2 months away, it looks like most of the teams in Super League have finalised their recruitment for 2023 by now, especially with the pre-season now in full swing even. However, that statement is not currently true for 1 or 2 teams, with one of those being the Catalans Dragons in particular, and now their chairman Bernard Gouache has revealed the hardships of the French side following the World Cup, as well as the drive to bring in at least 2 more recruits before the season begins. We have quotas left, and not 2 quotas left, and not a French or English player. And why not a French or English player too? Gouache told L'Independent in an interview. We come out of the World Cup physically and mentally affected. We sent 18 of our players there. We were the biggest provider in Super League by far. To One Nation, they mean. The players are fatigued, and it's a difficult period for the coach and his assistants. It is important to restore the desire and the hunger to that group. I expect a lot from the return of all the players from January the 2nd, and then we only have 6 weeks left to prepare for the new season. I hope in the month of January we will be able to confirm a pair of additional players. This is the objective of this end of December and beginning of January. We want to sign the centre and a forward. Alex Chan talks hard with all the agents every day to find the 2 recruits we are missing. Of course, this pre-season has seen a massive turnaround at the Stade Gilbert Brutus so far, with the likes of Josh Drinkwater, Sam Cassiano and Gil Dudson all leaving for Warrington Wolves, whilst Dean Ware and Samisoni Langi have also departed, the latter going to Wakefield a year in the making. Incoming recruits to the Dragons have included top name signings like Tom Johnston from Wakefield and Siasua Takiyaho from the Sydney Roosters, as well as Takiyaho's fellow Rooster Adam Kieran, as well as the returning Romain Nazare and Manu Ma'u from Hull FC. This now leaves 2 quota spots for the Catalans Dragons to fill for those wanted positions, centre being one of them, with what has been reported as Joey sorry, I had someone in my eye. Joey Leilua from Featherstone was supposedly rumoured to be one of those said players that were in the Catalans target. But Catalans have lost the halfback. While they can play Artem Morgs there, Tyrone May, but he's fresh off an injury, and also Mitchell Pearce, who's the only recognised full-time halfback with plenty of experience. There's a suggestion that Steve McNamara has hinted at a potential position switch for Sam Tompkins. When asked about this, head coach Steve McNamara, speaking to the L'Independent previously, the French newspaper reported that McNamara told them that his options are Pearce is our scrum half, we have Arthur Morgs, Cesar Rouge, Sam Tompkins and Tyrone May, capable of occupying the position alongside him. But it's more than likely that Tyrone May will be in that position come the start of the season, if he is 100% fit, as the signing of Adam Kieran does open up the possibility of Kieran going into the sector and May continuing in the halfback role that he occupied most of the season when playing for the Catalans Dragons last year, at the expense of the newly departed Drinkwater. It's going to be interesting to see how they line up, but once they get their 2 on board, we'll see what that looks like. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, as well as clicking on that notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way in the near future. Tell me what your thoughts are on today's episode in the comment section below, as it is open for business. Please be respectful though. I want to thank everyone for this, for their comments and getting interactive. I love every single one of your comments. Let's keep them coming. Please, those who haven't done so yet, come along. Ask questions. Who are you looking forward to seeing in this season? Are you going to attend a few games? All open for grabs. This is the last episode recorded about news for the year, as tomorrow there is a special segment that I'm going to do. It's an end of year review. It's going to be done in a list form, as if you've never seen that before. But it's going to be an interesting one, and I'm going to put a poll out to see what your thoughts are on what your best moments in the Northern Hemisphere of Rugby League have been. It is Northern Hemisphere focused. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share this video worldwide. I'll end the episode as I always do by wishing you all the best. Please stay safe and Happy New Year to everyone.